up, what up, what up?
What's good?
Yep. It's the Savage Hour with the Savage Squad. What's good, people? How everybody doing this evening?
Scorching over here.
Man, I understand.
Yeah.
Hot.
It's in the 90s over here too.
Man, I tried to put some meat on the grill. I almost forgot about it because it was so hot outside. I didn't want to go back out there.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, it looks a little different today. But the ladies are doing a special female thing for the young lady who passed away at Fort Hood. So the fellas is out here. We representing. Hopefully the ladies will be able to pop in later on. But we are out here. We are representing the Savage Squad. So I'm never by myself. I always have the crew with us. So I'm gonna start out with my guy on my left. It's gonna be Mr. Mo. What's going on, Mo? How you doing today?
What up? Ready for the 4th? Bought some fireworks too.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud. You know where you at. Don't say that too loud.
Depend on their laws, yeah.
Don't say that too loud now.
They're about to pass it.
Yeah, and then
about to. All right, so moving right along.
Down there, got my boy Doc Savage. What's good, Doc? What's good?
What's going on? Hey, everybody, how y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in again. Hey, man, it's a good week.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Great day.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we got our females that's not here right now, but we always have V, Queen V, and we have B Bougie that's out there. Hopefully they can come on soon. They're doing if you didn't hear, they're doing a special thing that they're getting all the females in the Navy together, future sailors and
they're definitely
in. So
definitely missing for a good cause, bro. Like you saying, man.
Yeah,
so hate they're not here, but
most definitely.
We
but
glad they're representing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hate. We not it's nothing, we're not mad about it. Nothing like that. We happy for them. That they out there doing that and representing. So we got a special guest on the show. He's funny. We had a conversation with him the other day. He is hilarious. I'm gonna go ahead and let Doc introduce him because he's known him for the longest and everything like that. So go ahead, Doc, and hit up our guest.
All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our guest today comes in from Alabama. He's a big Alabama fan.
That's why we got this.
I don't know if y'all gonna be able to tell or not, but yeah. So that's why we kind of repping our squads and stuff. But I met this guy on my first deployment to Afghanistan. Great guy, just great energy. He's a catalyst. So always connecting people with people and truthfully help my deployment go by great. Never dull moment around this guy. Taught me how to play spades. So, he's he holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later on.
We're going to talk about that later on. So, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman I bring to you, KG.com. Here we go.
What it do?
What's good? Oh, you still got them headphones, huh? You still rocking them headphones?
You see, that's all I had, bro. Look, that's I'm stunned. I'm stunned because it ain't even plugged up. I just wanted to look important too. Hell, I had to throw my blanket over my TV. I got to be nice background.
Well, we told you the other day that's where it's gonna be. We already told you the other day that's where it's gonna be.
Hey, look, man, I've been doing so much running around, man. I barely got in here. I was like, you know what? Let me get this thing together real quick. Let me just get bootleg at one time.
That's the best. So how's your day going? You good? You good?
Man, I can't complain, man. I can't complain at all, bro.
That's what's up, bro. Thanks for coming on the show. So when we started up, and had Charlie on, and I was like, yo, I know my boy got to get on here. So, I know you definitely got a bunch of stories, different experiences. This man can do anything, by the way, y'all. I got to let y'all know this. Talk about jack of all trades. This dude right here, man.
I just have fun with life, man. Whatever throw at me, I got to bust it back,
Almost definitely, yeah. So we're gonna get into all that and talk about your beginnings, your endings, where you're gonna be, going and things like that. So we're just gonna get into the first question of the day. I don't know if we want to do this one first. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this one first because we're gonna do this one first because they're going to the other story because we have to get this other story down. So how did you start doing comedy?
Man. So the comedy game for me, man, I ain't gonna lie, it really started in high school. It was just like one of them things, man. You find a story, you tell it, and you just flip it to where you make sure you got everybody laughing involved in it, man. But like I said, I never thought it was gonna go nowhere. That's the crazy part. But 2006, man, I jumped on stage. No, I didn't jump on stage yet, but I went to a comedy show out of Nashville, Tennessee, right? And y'all familiar with the comedian Lunell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my girl, man. Lunell was on stage. I had never seen her before. Never thought about doing comedy. I seen her on BET Comic View and all that stuff. But she started joking on me. I was right at the stage, yo. She started just joking on me, right? So I started hitting her back because that's just what we do in Alabama. You rank on me, I'm gonna rank on you back, So we started this little back and forth thing, man, knocked her whole set off, literally, man. So she I didn't get the best of her, but it was to the point where I was sticking with her. She
you held your own.
to try to show out, right? So she calls me to the stage and was like, "Get your little black ass up here. You come on up here and talk to me up here since you wanna come back at me." And man, we get to talking back and forth, jaw jacking, and she ordered a shot of Hennessy. Now, this shot was supposed to be a shot of Hennessy. Man, this shot was about this big in a full cup. You hear me? So I take the Hennessy shot with a cup or whatever you want to call it. Man, I damn near threw up all over myself, man. I'm spitting all over the stage, everything. So she got the best of me, man.
Yeah.
Yo, she got the best of me, but then she started, jabbing at me or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. She sent me back to my seat. So she finished up her set, man, real funny girl. And what happens is I'm getting ready to leave. And as I leave, one of the security guards was like, "Hey, man, Lunell want to see you backstage." So I was like, "Me? All right, cool." So I go backstage, meet her, and she was like, your little black ass trying to be funny. How many times you did comedy? Where you do comedy at? I said, "Baby, I don't do comedy. I'm just from Alabama. You rank on me, I'm gonna rank on you. It's called a Dirty Dozen where I'm from." She was like, "Whatever, you do comedy. Matter of fact, hey, your little black ass up here tomorrow. You gonna open up for me?" I said, "Open up what?" I can open up a bottle of beer.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, bro. That's dope.
And I told her, I said, "Man, I ain't never did no comedy. I ain't gonna jump on nobody's stage." She said, "Yeah, you gonna have your black ass on stage tomorrow." So I come back the next day, man, go backstage with her, we talking, and I had this story, right? This is one funny story when I actually went on myself. I did the number 2 on myself as a grown ass man at work one night. And I didn't really want to talk about that story, but I told her the whole story and she helped me make it funny. So I went on stage and next thing you know, man, oh my God, bro, I killed the stage, man. And from there, I was like, you know what, I like this, but I never took it serious until I got the VA. Got the VA around about 2012. Man, as soon as I got the VA, I met Charlie Jr. Bruh, when I tell you things just took off from there, man, it was like, man, let's go do this comedy thing. I was like, all right, bro, I tried. I ain't too good at it, but I don't think I'm too good at it, but I tried.
Yeah.
And Charlie calls me. I meet him. He closed the door in my face the very first day I met him. I didn't even know who the kid was at all, right? I ain't watch no YouTube. I ain't watch no nothing, right? And I go to my homeboy crib and Charlie there. So I'm telling my boy, I was like, "Hey, bro, the dude that opened the door, he an asshole, man. Dude, closed the door in my face like I wasn't nobody, right?" And he was like, he said, "You don't know, bro?" I said, "Nah, I don't know who Cuz is, He was like, "Man, that's Charlie Jr., man. That's the YouTube cat." I said, "I don't give a fuck who he is. He keep closing the door in my face. We're going to have a problem." Man, later on that night, man, some random dude in there started ranking on me. Just started talking about me. He talking about I got a bald head, yada, whoop, whoop. Man, next thing you know, me and Charlie killing this dude. Man, we going back to back. We eating at him, right? So Charlie came to me. He said, "Hey, man, first of all, my bad for closing the door in your face." I said, "Yeah, we'll fight later. Don't worry about it."
Right.
He was like, "Hey, man, you ever thought about doing comedy?" I said, "Yeah, man, I did it once or twice, but I ain't never thought about taking it nowhere." He said, "Man, well, I'm doing this open mic tomorrow. So if you want to come through, come watch me. Shit, it's all good." I said, "All right, cool, bro. No, I come support." I get to the open mic. This dude put my name on the list. but didn't tell me. He put my name on the list, right?
So you performing tonight. Oh, you don't matter know it, but you performing
Bruh,
tonight.
I don't even know I'm performing. I think I'm there just to see him. So, man, bro, I get on stage. Well, the dude called my name. He like, I ain't even have no name at the time. KG.com didn't even exist. I was just KG, period. So the dude was like, next comedian coming up for the open mic is KG. I'm like, damn, there's another dude named KG in here. I'm looking around. Charlie like, hey, bro, that's you. I said, no, the hell it ain't. Stage, man. So the dude was like, come on, man, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? So I get on stage and I tell the story about when I shit on myself. And man, I killed the stage, man. Next thing you know, a few weeks later, man, me and Charlie doing videos. We doing shows. We in Texas. We in San Diego. We in Florida. We in Virginia. Man, it just skyrocketed, bro.
Just quick. Yeah, it just took off. Yeah.
Skyrocketed.
That's a bet. That's a bet. So while we on this about how you got started and your first show and the things you talked about, tell us that story about the number 2. You know what I'm saying? Tell us a story about what happened to you. First, this is how I need you to tell the story, though. This is how I need you to tell the story. I need your age. If you was in the Navy, if you was in the Navy, I need that information too. Make sure we tell you. I need to know what duty station you was at and what rate you were, because I know you've been a whole bunch of jobs. So I need to know what you was doing. We need the whole story. Give us a full story of what happened, because a grown man boo-booing on himself.
All right,
that's shame. That's shame.
It was. I ain't gonna tell you, it was a hell of a shame. But I wasn't in the Navy yet, man. I had just graduated high school, right? So I got me a job at a grocery store, man. And I ain't had no car at the time, nothing like that. But every morning I wake up, man, I'm spoiled. I'm the only child. So my mom always cooked breakfast for me, right? So I'm getting ready to go to work one morning, man. My mama done cooked me some eggs with cheese, some bacon, put it all together. I done drunk some milk and everything, right?
Oh.
So yeah, that was probably not a good idea to go to work with, right? So I get to work, and it's this girl named Mary. Bad chick, bro. When I say bad, I'm talking about bad. She worked like on the register right behind me, right? So I'm sitting there, man, I'm just putting up groceries, man. And this lady named Miss Janie, I'll never forget her. She was a regular that came to the grocery store. So she comes in, she got like $200 worth of groceries in a basket. So I'm swiping them. And that thing, my stomach was like, so hey, I try to compose myself. So I'm thinking, you know what? It's kind of hurt a little bit, but you ever get to that position where you're not sure if it's gonna be a poop or if it's gonna be water? Like, I was in that spot.
That's a scary place to be.
Yes, it is a scary place.
That's a scary place.
So the crazy thing about it, I'm thinking, all right, in my mind, there's a poop bubble and then there's a shit bubble. I don't know which one at the bottom, but I'm praying it's the poop bubble, because I got to release something, right? And in my mind, if it stink, I'm going to blame it on Miss Janie. That's just how I feel, right?
Hey.
So you hold on, time out. So you about to blame the old lady?
Hey, old people can't hold it, so I was gonna blame it on her.
Nobody would be mad at her though, bro. Like nobody would be mad at Miss Janie. You'll be mad at Miss Janie because she let one go.
That is true.
Man, so look, I decided, all right, I'm a little uncomfortable. I'm at about like $30 worth of groceries. I'm swiping them, right? She got about 200. So another person come behind her. Next thing you know, man, I tried to ease it out. Well, that shit started going down the back of my leg.
Yo, no, bro. No.
Nobody knows it but me. Like,
and you got a straight face on.
Bro, I'm full blast shitting right now.
Yo, no, bro.
Yo, so I'm standing there, man. I'm just normal, but I stop it finally. Because once I let it go, I couldn't stop it, man. So I finally stopped it. Bruh, when I tell you Miss Janie got so many free groceries that day. I told Miss Janie, I said, hey, tell that lady behind you, I can't take on clothes. I'm off. Yo. So Mary behind me, Mary was like, Nate, you just got here. I said, Mary, my business. I'm closing. I'm gonna go. So my manager was standing out to the left, man. And I told my manager after I swiped out Miss Janie Gross, she looked at me and she winked at me. Cause she thought I was hooking her up. Nah, baby. I done shit on myself. I got to go. So
Oh my
let me
god.
get you out of here, right? Man,
Oh my
I got
god.
on khakis and a white shirt.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This is what
That's
y'all
a
understand.
the worst combo ever.
Ooh.
Listen, man. The rule was you had to have your shirt tucked in.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So my white shirt is tucked into my khakis. So I decide, all right, I done let her through. I know I'm wet in the bike right now. I hope can't nobody see it. So I'm gonna make my way to the bike to go try to use the bathroom. Man, you know walk when you walking and you're not ready to show yourself. You don't want to come out.
Yeah.
Hey, this shit got down to my sock already.
That speed walk.
I'm walking like this right here, trying to get to the bank, right? So I get to the back of this grocery store, man. True story, swear to God. I get to the back of the grocery store, man. So I ease my pants down and take them off. Man, I'm sitting on the sink, bro, trying to get out. Hey, I done took my pants off, make sure there wasn't no shit on my inside of my pants, man. I done wiped everything off, but I got my shirt like this. So you know, get on the shirt. Man, look, I took them drawers off, bro. Drawers full of shit, man. Swear to God. I don't know why I ain't just wrap them up in like some napkins and throw them in the trash. My first thought was to get rid of them just in case somebody come behind me and they smell it. Because the difference between real shit and a fart is a big difference.
It's a big difference. It is,
right.
Most definitely.
So it was one of them. It was one of the roofs where you could push the little.
No,
come on, bro.
no,
Come on,
no,
bro. No.
Why?
No. Come on, man.
Hey, I grabbed them drawers, man. I put that roof up and chucked them on. Hey, to this day, them drawers probably still in the grocery store, right? And this is like 2001. So, hey, so the thing is, man, I put my clothes back on. Boom, you know, I feel like I'm good. Tuck my shirt back in and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I walked back to my register. You know, I done got rid of it. And I remember Mary is behind me. So I just started swiping next person groceries. Mary was like, she said, Nate, what is that stuff on the back of your pants? She said, did you sit in something? I was like,
You
I said,
forgot.
what you talking about, bro? So look, she said, and tuck the rest of your shirt in the back. So I go to tuck my shirt in. Bro, I come back with a handful of just brown chocolate. It had got on the bottom of my shirt. So, yeah. I looked at it, I was like, oh no. I thought shit on myself. Everybody can see it. So look, I told Mary, I said, Mary, I gotta go home, man. I gotta go home. I don't know what this is, man. Somebody put some chocolate in my seat or something, but
You have
I
some
don't want nobody
chocolate?
to smell it.
It was some chocolate.
It's chocolate. I said, man, I'm supposed to put some melted chocolate in my seat or
You
something.
sat on a candy bar.
Bro, listen. No shit. I called my mama. I go back to the bathroom, wipe my hands. I called my mama. I said, Mama, you ain't gonna believe this. She said, boy, what the hell you on? I said, I need you to come pick me up from work. She said, why? I just dropped you out. I said, Mom, shit on myself. She said, you did what? I said, Mom, I said, shit on myself, and it's all over the back of my pants. Bro, no shit. My mom comes to get me, right?
Oh my God,
when she
bro.
comes to get me, I open up the passenger door, bro. My mama got the whole passenger seat with newspaper on it, so I don't get the shit on her seats.
Hey, mama wasn't having it in the car, bro.
Now, when I tell you I was so embarrassed, man, but didn't nobody know. Nobody never knew I did it, bro. That was the worst, man. That was the worst, bro. Man, I'm telling you, that was my first skit on stage, man. When I tell you people was going crazy, but at the end of the skit, I was like, hey, I was just kidding, though. I was joking. These is jokes. Just trying to understand. Man, Lunel came on stage. She was like, you know what? I ain't want to be the one to tell y'all, but that black ass motherfucker shit on himself for real. He told me the real story. So, bro, she flipped it and gave the real story, man. I said, that's crazy, bro. It happened, man. I can't even deny it. It happened,
Hey.
bro.
You can own it. You capitalizing off of it. So I mean,
Hey, I'm on some Kevin Hart type shit, man. Laughing my pain, bro. 'Cause that was painful. I'm telling you, that was painful, man.
yeah. You ever find the person that put that chocolate bar in your seat?
You know, I was thinking about that, man. Whoever he was, he's a cruel person, man. He's a very cruel person for putting that in my chair because that just wasn't right. You know, if I ever find him to this day, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be some furniture moving if I ever find him. You know, because that wasn't right. It was not on my khakis.
And the white, and the white blazer. Yeah, the white
I'm
polo.
more worried about that store because I wonder if they ever found them drawers. That was a long time ago. If they ever redo that ceiling, there's gonna be some hard shit falling on the floor and some Fruit of the Loom whitey tighties.
If they haven't found it already, yeah, that person go quick that day.
Bruh, I swear they're gonna have some health issues. Cause I know that thing had to be real. Boy.
I heard that. That's the same hookah you got from Afghanistan, man.
Man, listen, that pipe been going for a long time, boy.
I know that's right. I still got mine too, bro.
It's still rocking. Rocking. Missed them Afghan days, boy.
Missed them days, bro.
And that was it right there.
So, all right, next question, man. Because if we don't ask questions, we just gonna be up here just kicking it. I already know.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So, what is your passion, man? What drives you? Like when you wake up in the morning, man, like that extra gear.
Man, you know what? One of the biggest things about being active duty Navy, man, once you get so far into this game, you got to find something that pushes you harder, man. Like, especially when you're trying to make it to retirement, you know. And I got 18 years in this game, so it came to the point for me where it was like, man, you know, I'm kind of getting tired, but I got to push forward, you know. So you got to find that happy medium, man. For me, it's my daughter. You know, for me, it's my kid. You know, I think about her and everything that I do. So she's a clown. She a clown just like me. But the crazy part about it, I don't know where she get it from. Like, I don't know why she just retarded like that. But that's my drive, man. Like she does it for me. But man, I got her. I got my comedy. I bowl professionally in professional tournaments. Man, I play ball. Like, I find something to take my mind off the edge of just seriousness all the time, you know. So my drive just comes in like, man, it comes in several different shapes and sizes, man. Several different shapes and sizes. Gotta love it, bro. Got you.
Yeah, bro. You know, talk about a daughter. I definitely feel that, man.
Hey, everyone.
Already.
What up? Hey, where you been?
Oh man. We we did the conference with all of the female future sailors and us female sailors, and we were just, you know, discussing all of the issues that's going on in the world today. And so, you know, that was really important, and I wanted to be there for the whole time. Yeah.
That's what's up. Gotta love that recruiting life.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
All right. No, because my stuff went out for a minute. Like, I was talking. I was like, okay, they don't hear nothing. I'm trying to say,
you gotta hook your microphone back up. Don't stunt like me, because mine ain't hooked up. I'm just trying to look like I'm important like that.
Hey, it's because he got that bulldog in the back. That's what it is.
No, it ain't even about that. See, we're not about to get into that, because we'll get into it, but nobody don't care about the little UNC or whatever the little thing you got on. But anyway, so like we were saying, you know, you doing comedy, you doing stuff with Charlie. What are other, you know, adventures and entrepreneurship things and things like that you had going on?
So I also own my own business, man. I have a event center. It's called VIP Events. So what I do there is, man, if it's your birthday or a wedding or a sweet 16 or shit, I'll do a bar mitzvah. It don't matter, man. Whatever event you come up with that you're looking for a building to do something at, man, I open up my facility to you for, you know, a price that most other venues won't allow you to do things. You know, people pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for weddings. I want you to know what you got so that I can match it, so that you can come to my spot and do the same. So that's one of the big things that I do, man. And like I said, I bowl, man. I bowl like crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy how good I am at bowling, and that's the crazy part. So I use that platform to just get out and meet people, man. So I do quite a bit outside of the Navy, man, and I love it.
So I have a question. I have a question. I'm trying to figure out, are you like on 48-hour days? Did God give you more hours in the day? How do you have so much time for all of this? You both
Yeah,
professionally, event planning,
you
comedian,
know what?
sailor.
Everybody asked me that. Like for my whole naval career, people always ask me, like, bro, you still in the Navy? I'd be like, I think so. But hey,
Yeah.
I don't sleep, man. I don't sleep. I'm working on my disability. So I gotta be sure, you know, I take my sleep app machine with me when I bowl. I want them to think, I'm knocked out while I'm bowling, my heart rate up. Like I'm getting my 100%. Can we mute that part? Don't put that on
No,
there.
no. We live, bro. We live. It's no edited in this. We live.
That was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Yeah, that was a joke.
That
I'm a
was a
comedian.
We
So
should have put
anybody,
out
if y'all
the
work for the
disclaimer.
VA,
Just a joke.
yeah. If y'all work for the VA, man, I love y'all. I'm a comedian. I'm just talking.
Right.
But nah, you know what, B? I have no clue how I do this. I really don't, man. Like, I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, come back home, go to work, do what I got to do at work, leave there. I'm bowling Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. I'm doing comedy on Friday. Probably got a show on Saturday, so I can't bowl that Saturday. And I got a lot of leave days, so I use
Gotta
my
put them to use.
2.5 is very detrimental to me. That's what they gave me, so therefore I'm gonna use it. So
yeah.
I dropped that
Okay.
lead shit in a minute. But it's funny because my chiefs be like, "Man, you drop a lead to go do what?" I'm like, "Man, I got a show in California that I need to go do." And they like, "Man, what kind of show you got, man?" I was like, "Man, I'm a comedian." Oh, so you Mr. Funny Man?
Tell us a joke. Right.
Hey, they hit you with that joke.
First
Say
thing
something
people
funny.
say.
Say something
That's
funny.
the first thing people say. They be like, "Hey man, tell me a joke. Tell me a joke." Like, man, tell your mama a joke. I ain't got time to be doing no jokes for y'all, man. I'm in the Navy, Now I don't know why I find this time at B. I don't, but I do, man. I do.
And your dad too. Being a father,
Yeah.
that's a full-time job right there.
Yo, you want to know the most beautiful
That's
thing
amazing.
about it, man? My little girl keeps me on my feet. Like, when I tell you the first time I started doing comedy, she was about, I think she was about 4 years old. Like literally about 4, maybe even 3. And I was married, but I got separated, so she ended up living in Tennessee. I was still in Virginia, and she used to call me, and she's like, "Daddy, are you have a show tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, baby, I got a show tonight." She's like, "Well, I got a joke for you. Can you use my joke?" I swear to you, her jokes was good, like for real. Like, and it's serious because I do a set on stage of me on the phone with her, and she telling me a joke, and I'm like, I could use that. Like I could really use that.
Right.
She's funny, man. So she keep me going, man. She keep me going. She calls, she check on me.
It
Well,
runs
she's
in the genes. You should take her to the lanes.
You know what? I'll be doing whenever this COVID breaks up. We'll be doing another DD Tour 14 show with Charlie and the rest of my military comedian homies.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a thing of that me and her are working on, and I'm gonna bring her on stage.
Oh, that's
So
good.
yeah.
That's good. That's love.
That's gonna be dope, bro.
Look out for that. She ready.
When y'all go back on tour, man, I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Like I said yesterday, I want you to come down to Charlotte. Come down to Charlotte, we good together. Try to get you a big show, do things like that. Like I said, we're here to support. Make sure we support you. That's why we wanted you on the show. Right. Doc said you was funny. I was like, I don't know. I didn't see you before. I don't know nothing about you. You look funny, but I don't know if you
see that's that Georgia in you. That's that Georgia in you. That's that Georgia in you. That's the problem.
I'm just saying.
Like this is the thing when y'all Georgia people for some reason y'all forget that the alphabet starts with A. It don't start with G. So like your letters are different. So there's certain words you can't say. So you don't think the same as real people who start with A, as in like Alabama, because that's the first state. But don't worry about it.
Because y'all cheat, but y'all always cheating. So y'all can't spell either. Y'all cheated. Y'all cheat. Y'all bring people into the organization that can't spell. They ain't got no math skills. You know what I'm saying? They taking basket weaving at college and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Oh, hold up.
No. I see what you.
I gotta say it.
You
Senior said 28-3. Love that number. Ooh. And we're gonna have to mosey on to the next topic.
Hold on, time out, right quick before we
You wanna have a moment of silence? You wanna have a moment of silence?
No,
So what we gonna do?
because we have the entrepreneur. Though how we said, Doc.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Extraordinary.
I like to have you know the person coming before you now, social media extraordinaire. Cool.
She's like, wait, I'm on.
Social media
You're on mute.
extraordinaire.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Mhm.
You know, when you say your name with a hand like that, that
Yeah.
means something.
And you got to look up to the sky too.
Yeah, look up to the sky.
like God parted
Oh.
the clouds
Like-
and everything.
Cause,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
she's here. Extraordinaire.
Me?
V.
Oh, that's silly.
She's on me, like I'm in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
your
you.
turn, boy. It's your turn.
KG, what's going
Yeah, because we
on?
thought he was a
What's up,
special
V?
guest.
Let's
All
see
right, so-
KG background. What's going on here? Okay,
Man, you
Alex.
see all that lovely stuff back there, man. I got my best friend.
Bama
You know, I got my boy hanging out with me.
with
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah, we both blind. Don't worry about it. We
Uh-oh.
don't see well.
KG be like, everybody see my glasses? Everybody see my
Man,
glasses?
You know,
I'm telling you, I'm looking
All right.
for them now. I don't know where my glasses are. Well, I keep
you
squinting at the
love
screen.
showing that Build-A-Bear, though.
Man, hey, my daughter bought that.
Love
That-
that
that's
Build-A-Bear.
my girl.
Oh,
That's what's up.
so sorry, Savage Squad viewers, that Britt and I made it a little bit late. We were on another show, but we appreciate you guys letting us still jump in with you guys. What's going on?
Most definitely. That's why we represent it, because we know
Yeah.
that that's why we with the green here. Because I found out that green was Vanessa's favorite color. So I
Yeah.
said that we're gonna represent Vanessa tonight, and we're gonna put this green on here. Our stuff. So
I don't know if everybody have their drink or not.
Yeah.
But
everybody had their
toast.
drinks. Take a toast for Vanessa. We out here, we representing.
Yes.
We want to for her family that's out there and her friends that knew her. We want to send our prayers to you and everything like that. Because the things that happen, I really don't want to get too deep. I don't want to get too emotional. But the things that happened to her was very bad. It was wrong. So I want to represent her tonight for that. But these the ladies was out there. They did a thing.
Yeah,
they
that was
did a thing out there. That was great.
dope.
That was dope. We got all the future sailors and the females that's in now getting together, talking about the things that's going on with the females in the military and the Navy and things like
Yeah.
that. So it was something that need to happen. So when they said that, we really didn't care about them being late. Like, come in when you come in. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. But we happy that they're
appreciate
here.
that.
We're happy that they are here because the squad is full
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
now it's 5 against 1. So I was because I think the females have my back because I know right now Doc and Mo, they ain't got my back. You know what I mean? They just letting it happen. You know what I mean?
We're
Hey, bro,
savage.
Hold
We're
on,
pretty savage,
hold
KG, so I don't know what to say.
on. You started it though.
I didn't start that.
Yeah, you started it.
What I say?
We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, but you started.
All right, so
I'm always gonna call it like it is, baby.
all right, so we had a segment on the show with Doc because we do have a question here asking what you smoking, Doc? What you smoking on?
Oh, I'm smoking a Monte Cristo. This is what I told Mo to go get when he was asking about getting cigars for the first time. So a Monte Cristo.
That's right. We had to tell him you're not asking for a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
KG, what did you choose for your cigar?
I'm smoking on my hookah, so I got a little pineapple
Oh,
with
I
some
thought you were
watermelon.
doing a cigar tonight. My bad. Okay,
I
hookah, that's
was
good
gonna
too.
do a cigar, but I got in here late, so I had to
Ooh.
make up for it. So I just made my hookah tonight.
Nice.
He said
Oh.
he had a Fat Bottom Betty the other night when we were like.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that
I'm
Fat
definitely
Bottom
gonna
Betty
try that.
cigar. If y'all smoke cigars, go get you a Fat Bottom Betty. Trust me, you're gonna love this cigar.
What was the other one? What was the other
Oh.
one you said? My
Sweet
husband was
Jane.
asking me.
It was Sweet Jane, and Fat Bottom Betty.
Okay.
I couldn't remember that one. All right.
But yo, I'm a fan of the Javas too, bro. The Java Red.
Yeah, I haven't tried those.
Hey, get you a Java Red. It
Okay.
tastes like a strawberry with cherry, bro. I'm telling you, it's nice.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Those all sound like music artists.
Dang.
Don't it?
Java Red. Java
Yeah.
Red gonna drop that new album next week.
You know what I'm saying? Java Red dropped a new album featuring Fat Bottom Betty. You know,
Right. You know it's gonna be jamming Fat Bottom Betty on there.
it's like a Nelly video, baby. We twerking in that one.
Hey, so KG, do you do like the YouTube videos and the skits and stuff like that, like Charlie do?
Nah, man. So let me tell you something, okay? It's not embarrassing to me. I don't really care how y'all feel about it, but
You can't read. We understand. You can't read, huh? For Alabama, you can't read. That's what it is. Okay.
it was 2000. I joined the Navy in 2001 ish too, right?
hmm
I opened up a bank account, Navy Federal, the whole 9 yards, everything, right? So Navy Federal, I have no clue how I opened up this bank account without an email address. I had never in my life had an email address. I didn't even know what the hell an email address was, period. But it's like 2005. And all this time I just got this little red card that I just swipe, you know, and when I need to check my account, I go to the ATM to check my account. I don't know nothing about NavyFCU.org and all that yet, right? So I go to the bank and I was like, hey, how do I get my statements? And they said, you check your email address. And I looked at the lady right in her eye and I said, ma'am, what is that?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, what year was this?
Man,
You
it's
said
like
2005. That's not so bad because I actually thought you were going to say, you guys, I had this red card and all I knew about this red card is I swipe it and money would just come out.
Oh, hey, yes. I used to be so broke swiping that damn card. I had to get paid to get back to zero. That's how much I swiped that damn card negative. I didn't know nothing about it. But
No.
I said that to say this, man.
No.
I've never been like technical with nothing. Like I don't know nothing about no internet. I don't know how to do these videos. I don't know how to do nothing. So Charlie actually introduced me to the whole YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And man, there's so many of them I can't keep up with it, man. So what I do is whenever I want to do a video, I just call Charlie. I be like, hey man, I recorded something on my phone.
Bruh.
Hey, man,
He's going to fix that up for me. Fix that up for me.
We do this thing. We got this tour. It's called
Like
DD Tour 14.
He's like the Flintstones.
Right.
Yeah,
DD Tour 14.
I'm horrible. Listen, we got this thing called DD Tour 14, right? If you ever come to the show, all you will hear is Charlie, and there's a Air Force. He's E7 named Shay Clemens. That's all they talk about is how illiterately horrible I am when it comes to technology. Like, so I don't do videos on my own. If you ever see a video that I was in, I had nothing to do with it. Okay, I did not put it together. I didn't cut it. That was all Charlie and them. So, but I got about 6 or 7 videos out there with Charlie. So
We gotta get
That's all
Clemens on here too.
Yeah,
Get your boy on here too. You know, represent so we can get that whole squad that came on the show. And we can push all them out. So we definitely got to get him out, get him on the show.
yeah,
soon.
you know what? I'll link you. Yeah, I get Shay to do this next. Definitely.
Yeah. We
Okay.
definitely want to
Hey,
get him on
KG,
there.
I know you're not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to share with you something that about technology. Brett, you say yours first. The extinct thing.
What? Go
Oh.
tech or go extinct?
That's one, right?
Go
And here's
tech
something
or
else.
go extinct.
You're going to have to learn that. You know why? Because that
What?
saying, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man to fish and he'll fish for the rest of his life or be able to have fish for all of his life, right?
Well, I tell you what, I'll fish all day, as long as my reel ain't www.com. Like, you just give me a real fishing pole. I can't do nothing on. If you're talking about fishing with PHI, I can't do that. That's what I'm not used to.
Well, at least
But
you know what that is on online.
I
and
don't.
everything like
I
that.
heard about it. I read it before I got on here. I was like, y'all not gonna get the best of me.
I see what you did there.
He was
And I
studying.
like it.
You order
I
your stuff
saw that.
online?
Yeah, he was studying before he came on.
Yeah, I
gotta
did.
Don't
Yeah, I don't see the dictionary behind me right now. I got YouTube up right now. So whatever y'all say, I can just YouTube anything. If y'all talk about them, act like I know it. That's why my mic ain't hooked up right now. Because I don't have that kind of technology stuff that y'all do. I'm starting about it. I can hear y'all just fine without me.
Yeah. See, Senior Curry is like, I only stay in. Yep. That's
You're
he
leaving.
only
So
stays
you're
in because
leaving.
he has his kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
So-
gotta keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
Have
Levy.
to.
So same thing. I stay up to date with the latest TikToks and stuff or funny memes because of my kiddos
Mhm.
too. So we're with
Yeah.
you on that one, Senior
But
Levy.
y'all are so
Yeah,
much
or
louder
like
now
when the
than-
Jordans came out.
So you can hear us now because you had the muffle on your ears like you was
Yeah,
playing
I don't
around.
know
like,
why I kept them things on so long. They wasn't doing nothing. Look, they don't even. These things don't even go to the computer. It's a PlayStation thing. That's
Hey,
crazy.
you straight had them on too, bro.
I felt
The
important.
whole time.
Wait, you had those on and you couldn't hear us in the audio?
I
And
couldn't
those-
hear. I didn't know what was going on, but now I realize it. But
Them truck driver headset. That's that
Yeah,
truck driver
yep,
headset.
yep.
They wear it everywhere. The beat,
everywhere.
I don't even know who these
Basketball
belong
court.
to. Somebody left these at my house, so
The
I don't even know
gym.
who these are.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You
Yeah.
stole somebody's headphones.
they wear them things everywhere, bro. Like I'm
Everywhere.
telling you.
Yeah. So KJ, you know how you mentioned that you didn't know that back in 01 when you signed up for your Navy Federal, and then you discovered that in 05 about the email, internet, online statements and stuff. So
Yeah.
when I was about around not that time, but what was I want to say I was probably about like 19 years old, 18, 19 years old, and I had my first credit card, and it was probably only like $300. I was going to a community college, right? And I did not bring my lunch or have any money that day. And I was like, dang, in between classes, and I was so hungry. And I noticed at the student union area where the cafeteria was, they had a table set up. And on that table, they had a whole bunch of Snickers bars all laid out. It was like, sign up for a credit card, we'll give you a Snickers bar. And I was like, all right, I'll sign up. You're gonna get me a Snickers bar. So I signed up. I got this $300, very, very little, like what, $300 credit limit, right? And I'm like, all right. So what I did was, and I didn't know any better. So much we have changed, right? Nowadays, educating our kids about finances, or we should be, right? So I get this credit card and I go spend a little bit, $50, $100. As soon as I get paid, I go pay it off. So one day I walk into the bank and the lady asked me this question that was like, poof. She's like, would you like to make the minimum payment or the full payment? And I was like, what do you mean? She's
What does
like,
that
oh,
mean?
you don't have to pay the whole $150. You could pay just the $20. And I was like, I'm paying
You said what?
$20.
It's 20.
You
The
don't
rest of my
say.
pocket. Biggest
You
mistake
worse than
ever.
me. You worse than me, because I'd have gave her a $20 bill right there. I'm like, can you put that on it right now? Because I don't know how to.
I was
I
like,
got,
doop,
just got
doop,
an
doop,
email
doop, doop,
address
doop.
yesterday, so I
Yeah.
don't know how you-
So I was so ignorant to it all.
Oh
Yeah.
man, if you
If it
don't
wasn't
do
for my
that-
wife, if it wasn't for my wife, please, I'll be
too.
paying a minimum on
Me too.
like if it's $5, I'm paying $5. If my mortgage can have a minimum of $5 on it, I would pay $5 on it. But my wife wouldn't let me do that. So
If it wasn't for your wife, you wouldn't eat probably either because you can't cook. But
Oh.
we're not gonna talk about that right now. We just gonna stay on.
Mm.
We gonna stay. So KG,
I almost cussed. I almost cussed hard. That was almost a,
we got this running thing back and forth. Who can cook better, man? So
Oh,
we always
no.
talking trash about that. So
Yeah,
so KG,
Yo,
what was probably the most memorable thing that's happened to you on your comedy journey?
most memorable thing that happened to me on my. Oh man, I could tell you. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida one night, man. We took DD Tour 14 down to Jacksonville, Florida, and you know how you have like your role model. You know, you see a lot of people, especially if you can like communicate like basketball or whatever. You know, just say you playing ball one day and somebody you absolutely love shows up and says, "Hey, man, can I play on your team today?"
Yeah,
That's what happened to me in comedy, man. So we down in Jacksonville, Florida one day, man. My man Shay Clemens had hooked it up. Charlie was supposed to be headlining. I was bringing Charlie on. And right before I got on stage, Shay came to me and Shay was like, "Hey, bruh, man, we got to switch up the lineup." I said, "Switch up the lineup for what?" He was like, "Man, we got Earthquake in the building."
Oh,
I said, "Quake? Like,
yeah.
Quake? He was like, "Yeah, man, we got Earthquake in the building, bro." I said, "Yo," he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You talking about like, not like because we down here, it's gonna be an earthquake. You talking about like earthquake, the legend earthquake. And he was like, yeah, motherfucker, like earthquake.
Earthquake. I got to say this. Earthquake. Hey, dude.
Yo, so I wish he hadn't told me that before it was time to me go on stage, because now I'm kind of nervous, you know, like, man, it's earthquake. You know, I grew up on this dude, whatever it may be. So the thing is, Quake he's not one of them people who are like out there with it, you know, like, hey, look at me, I'm famous.
Yeah.
And just chill, you know, he a real cool dude, you know. So what happened was I walked up on him and didn't even know I walked up on him. You know, like I got on stage, did my thing, because one thing about me when I do comedy, I black out. Like nothing that ever mattered or whatever situations I got going on before I get on stage, they don't treasure up here. Like everything up here is make these people laugh, you know, that's it. You know, so when I get up there, man, I'm in my zone. So I forgot he was there, slapped it out, did my thing. But when I got off stage, literally, you would think Earthquake would be back in the green room where we were, but he wasn't. Earthquake was like amongst the crowd, but standing off towards the back. So I walked up on him, and I just stood next to him, having no clue that was him standing next to me. And he was like, you know, he had a little drink. If you know Earthquake, he's like, hey, youngster. He like, hey, I said, oh shit, you know?
Yeah, right.
You Earthquake, you know that? He's like, yeah, you know, you did your thing. I said, that's what's up, man. You know how I don't even know what to ask. You know, I'm kind of flabbergasted, man. But he got on stage after me, and he blessed the stage, man. He blessed the stage, and not only blessed the stage, but he plugged us, you know. And it was like for somebody of that stature to plug DD Tour 14, saying, hey, go follow these guys. These guys doing big things. Man, that let me know there's no ceiling to this comedy, man.
Right,
when you got a legend who reaches back down and says, hey,
cool.
You're doing your thing. So that's probably my biggest highlight with comedy, man. That was definitely my biggest highlight.
So we hope when you get big, that you can come back on the show. Because you definitely gonna get big.
Oh yeah, it's
coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you funny. Like I hope Charlie gonna listen to this, because Doc said it too. You funnier than Charlie. So hopefully,
Say that again so I can record it. Hold on, let me say it.
Go ahead. I'll say it again.
Speak
no,
for
but I hope
yourself.
Making a phone call.
This is my people. This is my people. So I'll say, on the level I know him, like I have no problem saying like, dude is hilarious. I don't like to compete. I don't like to compete because everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own, flow. And I'm ready to see the two of y'all together. I wish we would have had Charlie jump on this mud tonight. I'm probably
You know what's crazy, man? Hey, all humbleness to everything, man. Not on a level of competition, but when we first started this thing, Charlie used to always say that, man. He used to be like, man, CKG, you funnier than me. You funnier than me. But to be honest with you, the boy a beast. And it's crazy because we don't really do the competition thing, but we do like a funny beef with each other. Yeah. But man, you know how you got that one friend that y'all got a whole lot of stories together? Mm-hmm. Man, me and this dude got so many stories that we get on stage together and just like, if Charlie was on here right now, y'all would be crying. I guarantee it. Just stories.
I like the story stuff together. I already know, yo.
I like the story stuff. You know me. I'm the crap starter of the whole place and stuff. So
you think you know the story stuff? Charlie's an asshole. 100%. You tell him I said it.
So I just wanted to say that. So hopefully he can come back on the show with you one day, and then your boy, what's your other boy called?
Shay Clemens.
Shay Clemens. We can get all three of y'all on the show one time. I want to get Shay Clemens on the show first, and then put all three of y'all on the show at the same time. Promote y'all everything, all y'all stuff y'all doing, tour stuff like that, and get y'all on here and just talk one time. I just want to hear y'all, because I listened to when y'all went on Facebook Live a couple of weeks ago. I heard y'all on there, and it was, that was hilarious. I listened to that whole thing, and I was just like, I gotta go see a tour. I have
Cutting
to
up, no script.
Right. That's the whole thing, though. The way y'all just
Ad-lib,
bonded and everything with each other. It is like it was great. So we would definitely like to get all three of y'all on the show one time and just go at it, talk about what y'all doing and stuff like that. So anything to boost y'all, anything to represent y'all, because y'all represent yourselves in the Navy. we definitely with y'all to help y'all out any way we can. So
That's
but-
what's up. Hey, why you tripping? I mean, I don't know how much time we got on here. I just like messing around with these dudes. I just sent them the stream, so they might log in. They might log in.
Hey, go ahead and get them on here.
We
oh
God.
God.
Hey, man, so this is happy hour. We here to have fun, hang out, kick it. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna jump off. So
I don't think nobody gonna jump off either. They know that all y'all gonna be on here. We might have to cut some people off to put y'all on, but if they all three come through, you know, I'll step to the side and let y'all go and do y'all thing, and because you only can have the 6 people on the top, I'll jump off and let y'all do your thing. And y'all can have as much time as y'all want this mug. So
No, I think I got a notification. You can have more people now. I think
you
so.
can. Oh, okay.
oh, we might be in there then.
Oh, we might be in there then. So
That's
hey,
like
tell them,
10%.
hey, tell them to come on through so we can make this happen. But
Yeah.
we just want to see everything that's going on. But let's see where we at. Oh,
Hey, Miss Kelly.
bougie. So we know you got your fitness thing going on out there on the weekdays and stuff like that.
So
I
first
tried-
of all, let me tell y'all something. No, let me tell you something, okay?
I don't want to hear it.
When I was in Djibouti,
Go ahead.
when I was in Djibouti, I had like muscles. I was like this like fitness, looking girl.
Hold up,
And then when I came to New Orleans, I got involved with drive-through daiquiris, beignets, all that Cajun food, right?
Beignets.
So when my command said, "Would you like to be the CFL?" I was like, "Dang, I really let myself go." So this page that we do, these workouts, I don't promise to be the fitness guy. I mean, today I was literally dying in my own sweat.
KG, she
like,
playing humble.
my
She
own-
playing
Yeah,
humble.
she playing
right now.
humble.
She
She
is.
playing humble.
She
for
is
real.
because she always still looks like fit. She says beignets and all that stuff, but she's like she always looks fit. She looks fit. She may have not felt it, but
you know how you see somebody like when they first request you as a friend, you only see that one picture. Now for us dudes, we understand this. Like you see that one picture and you be like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. And then you 2 minutes later, you 3 years down her timeline on her photos. Yeah. I'll rip into your photos, boo. You tripping. Don't worry about
3
it.
years.
I
That's a lot
I
of
appreciate
scrolling.
that.
3
I
years is a lot of
appreciate
scrolling.
that.
I don't do that. I'm
No,
married.
let
so
me
I
tell
don't do
you.
that.
Let me tell
I just
you
pop
that.
up, I just go. I don't do that. I'm married. I don't do that. Okay. My wife
I
listening. My
told
wife
Jay,
listening.
I told B this. I hurt my own damn feelings today. I was so tired.
I tried to do it afterwards,
It
so
was
I didn't.
so
I wasn't able to do it during. I tried to do it afterwards. I did it afterwards, and I was just like, I had to hit her up. I'm like, you know what? I did your workout. I'm not talking to you no more.
Man, let me tell y'all something. So I slept for 12 hours last night.
I wish.
I legit slept for 12 hours last night. I passed out at like 8 o'clock.
It's keto.
Hey.
It's like keto.
Hey,
Man.
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Don't
What's
ever
up?
tell me how to do that. I'm working on my disability. I don't want to sleep.
I've never I don't think I've done that since college.
Hold
Bro.
up. I'm gonna mute real quick because this child.
Uh oh.
Nah, don't mute it. Put him on speaker.
No, put him on speaker. We want to put him on speaker.
Nah, he said we don't want to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, this conversation is too savage for the savage hour right now, so he had to mute. But yeah, so when he comes back on, I'm gonna have y'all. So y'all can judge me all you want. I don't really care. Yes, 12 hours. Because eating fat and protein, it laid me down.
No, it's not
Fat
supposed to
protein.
give you energy. I don't know how you slept
Okay.
that long.
I might have had some vodka
So
too. But
I was just eating pork rinds and
but we're on the
vodka.
96.
That's it.
We're on the
Pork rinds
96.
and
I may have
vodka.
had some vodka too. The vodka might have played a little bit. It was a keto. It wasn't a vodka. It was a keto. It was a keto. But
So
anyway,
everybody don't know. From the last show, we said that we're gonna start doing the 30-day keto challenge. So we've been doing a 20 push-up challenge with the saying that. So we post
In fact,
say one.
we need everyone to comment one word that describes each one of us for today.
No, I don't want to do that
You
because
don't have to do
Hey,
that.
my water is
do that.
keto.
You-
Just let y'all know.
you don't have to do that. So don't listen to nothing Bougie saying. You do not have to do that because
One word to describe Beast. That's
no.
it.
I'm gonna unmute him. Oh wait, I'm not the unmute him. Unmute KG.
Unmute him. We need to hear this. Go ahead. Come on, man. Unmute him.
Coco telling
let
all
me.
your secrets.
All right, well,
Sorry,
because he did it. Yeah.
Yo, you too
y'all
slow.
carb.
What happened? What y'all was out here doing?
No,
man?
I couldn't
Hey,
unmute it because it
here's-
wouldn't let me unmute
no.
it.
Here's what happened, KG. I'm gonna tell you what happened. The whole time you thought you were mute, we heard everything you said.
I died.
Yeah, we did. We
You
did.
Yeah.
did. You did.
Listen,
You were
y'all
like,
know all
faces
your
didn't react
secrets.
right.
no, I'm on
Y'all
the
faces
savage
didn't
hour.
react right.
We
I'm
know
telling
your
you.
disability secret.
Because we said, yo, play it cool, pretend you guys
Yeah,
can't
play
hear
it cool,
him.
play it cool. You got-
Play
Y'all
cool,
might
pretend-
hear me, but I can still hear y'all. What are y'all drinking?
Water.
We're drinking a little
We're drinking
something different
water.
over
I can
here.
still hear y'all.
Hold up. So I'm on some keto friendly tequila.
What is that?
So I looked this up because I was like, yo, it's the 4th. I need to know what I can drink.
First of all, I'm gonna put this out. My wife, don't put our business out in the street. That's the first thing. Don't put our don't ever put our business out in the street.
Yeah,
You-
she already
No.
told us.
It's okay.
Ah.
She's transparent. She's just
She
keeping
said
it real.
Jada
Somebody
messed
has
up
to keep it real.
Twice.
You know,
He said
Kilgore
he
out
hadn't
over
even
there
started yet.
online.
You gonna
Kilgore
start on
talking
the
about, yes, keto's pretty tough. And his wife just called him out.
fifth?
Failed.
You gonna start on the 5th? You gonna start
Baby,
on the
you
5th?
failed the
He
first
just
day,
told us
keto.
it was kicking his butt.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
yeah.
No, I did not. Doc said it was kicking his butt. I never said it was kicking
Nah,
my
I
butt.
said that.
Yep, he said that. I never said it
Yeah,
was kicking
so
my butt.
KG, what we're talking
love
about is that
carbs.
we decided to do this keto challenge for about 30 days and we're barely hanging in there. But we were told like it's gonna give you a lot of energy, you know, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna get shredded, you're gonna get cut, but
Not them first few days, baby.
and
It's gonna
then
put
we
you to
also
sleep.
had, I don't know if you're on Instagram or if you followed or you heard of Inked Physique, but he's in the Navy, a chief out in San Diego, highly motivated into fitness, and he challenged
out
us
to
to
the boy.
do for the year 2020 20 push-ups plus ask somebody to describe you with one word, and the amount of letters that they describe you in is how many other amount of push-ups you have to do on top of the 20.
Oh, I
So-
like that. I like that. I might have to let me write that down. I like that.
Okay,
just-
so
just-
KG, we invite you to
Yeah.
join us on this challenge. Boom, there you
Oh,
go.
me. Easy.
You gotta write it down.
Let me tell you, the crazy
Yeah.
thing about it is
Good. Everyone,
they shut the gym down for me. I
comment
can't
one
go back to the
word.
gym no more.
We need 30 comments.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna put it up.
Nah, hey, hold up, y'all in the audience. We need one comment. We just one. Just one comment for everybody up here.
For Doc. Just for Doc though.
I'm not putting it up. So I control it. I'm not putting it up. But I'm gonna do what Senior said. So Senior said start after the 4th. Reset. I think I can do that. So when we get done with this, I'm gonna give me go to Krispy
you
Kreme
ain't-
and give me a
Look
box
at
of donuts.
Senior right
What you
now.
talking
Haven't
about?
even
Reset.
started,
You didn't
though.
even start yet.
Yes, listen. This is what happened. So this is what happened.
What happened was that's when
Look,
you know it's
look,
going to
look.
be good or it's a
Look,
lie.
look.
You got a point.
No. So first of all,
Mhm.
I didn't mess up. My wife messed up. All right.
Mhm.
Oh, blame
Oh, you
game.
messing
up
You
right
hear that, Miss
now.
Kilgore?
No, she called
What
me
you
out.
gotta
I called
say
her
about
out.
Messing
that,
up
Miss
right
Kilgore?
now.
See, what happened was
No, my mother-in-law had
my
eye
wife's
surgery.
fault.
My mother-in-law had eye surgery this morning. So they was up at like 5:30.
Oh, now you blaming it on your mother-in-law. You
No, I
sure?
wasn't.
Hold
Let
up,
me finish.
Mrs. Kilgore, please eat. This is just for ratings. It's okay. It's just for ratings. All right.
Listen,
Please. It's just for ratings. He don't mean this. Go ahead, Jay.
appreciate it, Doc.
Go ahead.
She's at the hospital with them. Then she in the waiting room, and she ate a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, "Boom, look at that. We got to start over." I was like, "Boom, great." So I would have drunk me a Coke. So I was like, "Hey, we gonna get down. I'm about to get down." You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
so
What?
So she did it, so you did it.
Hey,
In solidarity.
hey, it's 11 years of marriage. When you in it,
Okay.
you in it
All
together.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah, I can imagine that. She held your hand and twisted it and forced you and said, "You're gonna have some of these flaming hot Cheetos, not to be confused with ketos." And then you just, you're like, eh.
She said not to be confused with ketos.
I didn't
Yeah.
have the Flamin'
Babe,
Hots. I didn't have it.
Babe, I
like the
support
wordplay.
you.
I like that
Yep.
wordplay.
Oh, so
That's
what? Yeah, it's a Coke right here. That's right. I showed him the Coke. It's Coke right here.
Oh snap!
I
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
gonna
starting
drink
on the
it.
fifth. He's
I
starting on the
wasn't.
fifth.
Yeah, pretty much. I wasn't gonna drink it on the show because as you're gonna sit it here on the table next to me because you knew I would drink it during the show, but I wasn't going to drink it because I had
You
to
can't
play the
drink
role.
it. You weren't going to drink it through the show because you didn't want to show people that
Bro,
you
you
really weren't doing the keto.
That's right.
You-
I had to play the role.
Now we hear Miss Kilgore put you out there. Now you're okay drinking the Coke. Go ahead, drink your Coke. Enjoy every bit of it.
You know
how
how many
if you
times
see,
I have passed my son's cake,
Uh-oh.
his birthday cake, and I want to get a
Aw.
slice, and you sitting up here drinking Coke.
you know what I would do, Heinz? If I was you, I would get my hand and just go ahead, go for it. Why not? We already
wouldn't
got
do that.
flaming hot Cheetos and Coke. Go for it.
Don't do
Hey,
it.
listen,
Don't do it.
we can always start over. You know what I'm saying? We're still gonna do it. It's just gonna start over.
KG, you on mute, man. You gotta come back.
I know. I was listen. I had a lot of stuff going on. Y'all gotta forgive me. I don't know how to
That's
do one
okay.
thing at one time, and I'm
We
a horrible
appreciate your time.
multitasker.
All right, so lady,
crap.
whoa, I don't know what happened.
He
Ladies and
deleted.
gentlemen,
He took us
bougie
away.
thinking.
He was like, "Forget them."
Ladies and gentlemen, so KG and another sailor by the name of Ugba, they taught me how to play spades in Afghanistan in 2012.
Boy,
Bro,
Boy,
just the
boy,
fact
boy.
that you had to be taught in what 2020 how to play spades is sad. I'm
So
just
I
saying.
never played cards before then, but like when I went on deployment, I think I told Ugba, he was like, "You ain't never played spades."
And you know what the bad thing is? He's from the South. He is from the South, and he didn't play spades. How old were you when you learned how to play spades?
That's besides the point. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Elementary
Has
school.
everybody here
Look,
played
we-
spades
we-
before?
we
Oh,
played.
You're
yeah,
in the Navy.
I'm
I'm sure
so
you've had
good
a
at spades.
deployment or something.
First of all,
I never let him be on my team ever when he was learning, and I did it on purpose. And it's nothing against him; it was everything against him. So, like,
it was everything against me.
yeah, like
Oh, I want to hear this. Go ahead.
this dude was so horrible at playing spades. Like,
Oh,
you don't
dude.
understand.
I
He
just
said
learned,
horrible.
bro.
He said
I just
horrible.
learned.
Okay, here's the thing.
Tell it like it is.
I'm gonna touch on this kind of like Black Lives Matter ish, right? Okay, and that's why I say ish, and I mean ish with capital letters. And the
Yeah,
reason is because if you meet somebody, especially, we're gonna go back to history a little bit. If you
A black
meet
man.
somebody of age
come on, man.
and they live below the Mason-Dixon line,
A black man.
you have to know how to play
You gonna make
spades.
stop, man. Stop.
Okay, so I'm thinking, you know what, Heinz, my guy. Hey, bro, you know that. Hey, look, I'm talking mad junk one night. We done did, and I'll explain how Afghanistan went because that's a pretty like deep subject. But we did some real Navy stuff before we used to sit down and play spades, right? I mean, not Navy, but some real like
Real
military
life.
type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Real
real
life,
world. Real
real world type stuff. And we sitting in the back one day, we talking, man, everybody on some like, yo, we gonna spades this. My boy said Gaines, he from Georgia. Ugba. I have no clue where Ugba's from. With that name, I still haven't asked. But
Right now,
Ugba,
yeah.
Ugba from Africa somewhere, even he knew how to play spades. But Heinz my guy. Heinz my guy. So I'm talking big. I'm like, yo, me and Heinz would take anybody. Yo, Heinz gotta give me that nudge, like, yo. I'm like, yo, nah. I'm like, nah, we gonna do these dudes, bro. Let's do them. He's like,
Hey, bro. Hey.
He said, "Good one, man. Let's go."
yo, so I pull him to the side. He like, yo, I don't know how to play spades.
No, I'm serious.
So anybody that knows me, I talk trash. Like that's probably why we got along when we first did. We started playing ball and hooping. I talk trash. This dude was like, we say anybody out.
Yo, I told Ugba, I said, hey, yo, Ugba, man, take my man Heinz. He on your team.
Doing him a favor.
And we killing him. But once he learned, yo, we had some times. We was drunk off of old duels.
The old dudes, the near beer. The near beer.
You can't get drunk off no near
If
beer.
you drink a 6-pack, you will feel something.
You drink enough of them. I mean, here's the
Smoking,
thing.
smoking black and mild too.
Dehydrated.
There's something you gonna feel is the fact that you got to go take a piss. That's the only thing you're gonna feel.
That's it. That's it. Man, I just smoked my cigar. I'm done.
Yo, that's the only thing you gonna feel. But man, that used to be so crazy how we transitioned though, man. Like when I tell you one of my most memorable times of being in the Navy was serving in Afghanistan, man. Like this time frame was so vivid that I had no clue what we were getting into. You know, like when I met Hines, crazy part about it is I was a postal clerk. Like, what am I about to do in Afghan? I'm thinking I'm about to go to some post office at the Road 3 hospital and I'm just gonna, deliver mail. That's all I think I'm gonna do. But we get to training up at Camp Pendleton, and it's crazy because me and Hines used to always be like together for some reason. They always just link us together. And I'm pretty sure H and P, Hines and Piers, is a far away from each other. I don't know how we always ended up in the same group, but I'm in this course called TCCC, Tactical Casualty Combat Care.
Yep.
And I'm asking them, I'm like, you ain't got to lick no stamps for this. So why? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I ain't supposed to be on that list. Like, just take me out. Funny thing is, me and him had to do the, you remember the thing you had to put up your nose to get, what was that thing, man? The nasal flange or whatever?
Yeah, nasopharyngeal, yeah, too. Yeah.
So we ended up having to put the little thing up our nose. And I told Hines, I said, hey, bro, do yourself a favor. Make sure you covered with your medical, because I'm probably going to kill you. I got to do it. And, so we take the TCC or TCCC course, right? And, I actually took it serious because I was like, when they were telling us that we were getting ready to see, I was like, you know what, man, I probably should take this a little serious because, look like we about to go save lives, So here's the thing, not we, look like they about to go save lives. That's how I put it in my head.
What he thought at the time. Right.
That's what I thought. So I get to Afghanistan, man, and they give us beepers. So when you get a beep and it's got a certain code behind it, that means shit done hit the fan.
I almost forgot about the beepers, bro.
Yeah,
I really almost forgot about it.
I didn't know you guys got those. We just had this alarm on the base. Yeah.
That was like what, 1995?
Rocket attack.
The Rockets.
That was 1995.
We got so many stories from Afghanistan. I'm trying to tell you.
No, that sound V, that's when a rocket was launched and they would cross the barrier where it's finna hit anywhere. So
ours was take cover.
Rocket attack.
Yeah, that one, you ain't got to hit the barrier, get down, because that's what we had. But man, I went from being a postal clerk to being a part of the transportation team. And what would happen is things would hit the wire, and man, when I tell you, as a postal clerk, second class, never doing anything medical, whatever it may be, I find myself at a helicopter, bringing the guy, putting him in an ambulance, and I'm literally holding his guts in by a piece of plastic. Like this guy has jumped on a grenade, or this guy done took a bullet, or this guy done got his legs chopped off by IED, or whatever it may be. And it was so serious that I was like, wow, man, like, this is real. People are dying every single day over here, and for us to come from an atmosphere like that, and at 4, 5, 6, 7 p.m., we sitting in the back of the barracks playing spades, having jokes and laughing, man, the mentality is crazy. The mentality is crazy. So the gift of comedy, the gift of gab, and being able to share these stories with them guys and had them guys laughing, because me and him were in leadership roles, so we can't show no weakness, but that was definitely one of my most memorable times, man. Me and this dude, we used to go to the court too. Like, we go play ball too, man. Hines got like 3 left feet, even though he only has 2 feet. He has 3 left ones. So
Bro, you were out there tripping.
So,
He was
Hey,
trying
so
to get
your
his
guys'
nerve back. He had
Oh, wow.
gained a little weight. And he was
so
wow.
yeah, I was
That's that-
over. When I was in
that's that-
Afghanistan, I was in the gym 2 times a day.
Exactly.
who isn't on Mob? You either come
I,
back
like,
fit or fat.
Like when
Yeah.
I came back ripped, but it threw my shot off and it threw my game off. So like, yeah, he had jokes,
I just
Bro,
stopped
stop
going so
I
fast
went
on
to
the
the
ball.
gym, bro. Dang.
Yeah, I was like, just don't give it to Hines anywhere beyond the free throw line. If he's beyond the free throw line, he didn't know
My
that.
shot
He
had
didn't know that.
literally, like, yeah, my
He
shot
didn't
had
know
literally, it was
Yeah,
horrible.
I told people,
Yeah,
I
it
said,
horrible.
if he is above the free throw line, don't give it to him because I don't want him to think if he make one, he can make another one. No, you got lucky, but I ain't want him to know that. So
Bro, you wrong for that. If you wrong for that. You wrong for that, bro.
I had put me on mute, but y'all took me off.
No,
Yeah.
you took your stuff off.
Oh wait,
So-
did I say that out loud?
So with him talking about like us being in Afghanistan, we were there actually in the worst fighting season. Like the worst fighting season.
What year is that?
2012.
2012.
Mm.
Oh,
So
okay.
they actually did a show, Rescue. What was it called? KG. Combat Rescue, where
Oh,
they
wow.
followed. They
Yeah,
followed Dustoff, and I can't remember the name of the other one, but the guys who like risked their lives in the choppers to go and pick up the casualties and bring them to us.
Yeah.
So they did a show on all of that, and they had all us on there. KG, you were on a couple of the shows when you guys were transporting in.
yeah. I did a couple of them.
Yeah. So they were there. They had live footage from us bringing in Army and Marine guys from from across the wire. So yeah,
hats
it
off to
was-
y'all because that was some real stuff right there that y'all went through. And as Navy sailors, we don't see that often. You know what I mean? That
Especially on the
combat.
coastal guard.
So that's I
Yeah.
drink to that, man.
A lot of times those are those IA opportunities that happen where you don't really know what you're going to get
Mhm.
yourself into. So,
yeah.
I think go ahead, KG.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can finish.
No,
you finish that.
I was just gonna say, like, what you guys are talking about. Like, I think a lot of people can relate to when you have certain type of jobs that are kind of dark, eerie jobs like that. When you find the sense of humor, and some people, and I say this from my experience of like a couple IA tours in the Middle East or like working law enforcement as a civilian, you have to find the comedy. Like we find the comedy in things. My brothers and sisters out there working in those jobs or things that you see out there that a lot of people can't handle, because if you don't, you're going to be sucked up in it and it's just going to absorb you. So it's kind of like a disconnect, when you find yourself having to do.
Yeah, you got to find that happy medium. But you know what? Hey, Bougie, look, being that was more than 5 years ago, right? I didn't get to put that eval in, so I need you to holler at some of your chief homies and just let them know I was over there. And
Yeah, I just told one he's getting
I
me
just
more
slide it in
vodka.
there for me real quick. I mean, there's a couple of us still trying to make it, so you
Hey.
just
No, I hadn't made it yet either, bro. I don't know if you thought that or not. I'm just married.
We
to
all
one.
trying to.
Yeah,
That's what we started the
we're
show.
all here
So that way we can talk about all the amazing things we've been able to experience and do. So
what I did was I did my research and I saw that you were a singing chief wife, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like send flowers to him at y'all's. Like not you. Like, yo, what's up, bro? I know your wife, she cool.
Yeah.
Bay board, everything's gonna be hashtag Bay board.
You see the name come through.
All right,
give them the address. Give them the
That's
address.
what's up, Senior. Appreciate that, Senior.
So right quick, we
Resiliency
have
training.
your boy here. Your boy came in.
Who that?
Oh,
True
that's
Blue.
what's up.
True Blue.
So my Air Force.
Oh,
Right.
Cheyenne?
Is he in the backstage?
Yeah, he's backstage. I'm gonna bring him in.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead and cut me out. I'm gonna grab a drink.
No,
no,
we can have
I ain't
it.
gotta cut you out.
Oh, you ain't going
Came
nowhere.
up. Everything that
Did
came
we do
up,
that upgrade?
they don't upgrade it. They don't upgrade us. He on
Because
Upgraded.
we are live. Because we are live, none of us knew this was gonna happen.
Nah,
So
he's on mute
Okay.
though. So I don't know. You might want to call him and tell him to be on mute.
Hold up.
Go
Uh,
down
no,
the
he
video.
can hear us. He can hear us. So just unmute and allow the video.
He ain't reply to
can you
no
see?
text. See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's
This
that
is-
Air Force stuff, ain't it?
Yeah,
No,
they
he's
don't
about.
nothing.
He's gonna
Yeah,
reply to
people
you
do
right
that.
now. True Blue.
nothing.
True Blue.
All right,
Calling
while
the people.
we waiting for True Blue to come in,
Oh, wait, what? Hey,
Is it-
are
can we
you
hear
going?
him?
No, I can't hear him.
Shay, fix
Okay.
your mic.
Mm-mm.
He in the Air Force.
Fix
so
your
y'all
mic. Hey,
Yeah,
KG, were you a part of the transport that day that Metro had to pick up that dude's boot that fell off the
got-
This might be too
Oh,
much for y'all, but
yeah, it might be. It might be. I don't know.
No,
Talking about
no,
but
it's not.
we had a stretcher. We're bringing a guy in, and so he was in a convoy that hit an IED.
Yeah.
And so his foot, his boot was in his shoe, but it had gotten
yeah.
separated. It
Yeah.
was on the gurney, and it fell off.
Gurney.
It fell off the gurney while they were carrying it, and like my boy Metro had to pick it up, and he was like,
Yeah, he freaked out, bro. He freaked out.
but
Yeah,
I mean,
look,
like he carried it, he did what he was supposed to do, but he was looking like, yo, I really got this dude's foot in my hand, and it's in his boot.
we went to the flight deck. The crazy thing about it is we both went. I picked up the boot first, and I never realized there was a foot in the boot. I really didn't. I picked it up and I put it on the gurney, but we were trying to move kind of fast.
Yeah.
So when we ran, the boot fell off the gurney, and it's loud because they got the helicopter that we picked up.
Yeah.
So when we got back to the ambulance, one of the guys in the ambulance was like pointing. He was like, "Yo, go back and get the foot. Go back and get the foot."
You
Okay.
dropped something.
Yeah.
Metro didn't hear go back get the foot. He heard boot. So Metro runs back and he grabs the boot and he's like, he's just sitting there like freaking out, So I had to run out there and like grab him and the boot. Like, dude, come on. That's when I realized I'm like, oh, I kind of freaked out a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be there for Metro, So
Right. Yeah.
I was like, man, this is crazy. I'm holding a human foot in a boot.
In a boot.
Like that's the real life thing. And then we played spades like 6 hours after.
Right. Yeah.
I just want to say, my mama, she always told me this. Real quick, I'm gonna tell you. She always told me this, and she's passed, and I live up to it every day. You never know what you are capable of until you have no other option.
Yeah. You're not playing
You know
about
what I'm
that.
saying?
Right.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
So KG,
Somebody said, tell us about house hunters.
Oh man, listen.
Now, right
I
quick
saw that.
before
I'm
you
trying to type I'm typing the address in, so if y'all haven't seen it, you can.
so I know we've gone over the time we're usually going to be on, but y'all can just stay with us for a little while longer. It's Friday. You ain't got no jobs.
You ain't got
You
nothing
ain't
to
got
do.
shit to do.
Just glad I didn't get fired. Hey,
And y'all
KG,
probably
I didn't know
drinking
that was
anyway,
you.
so y'all might as well hang. My
You know what I'm
fault. Go ahead,
saying?
B.
You might as well
wait, that
just
was
hang.
KG on the House Hunters?
That was me. You saw it?
I've seen that. Weren't you? Did you have a kid with you or something?
Yeah, my daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing
Yes.
that. I was like, oh snap, Navy in the house.
We did big things. We were trying to.
Right. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
dope, bro.
Yeah, that's
First of
why I
all,
want-
how are you connecting with these people, and how can we connect? With
That's why I
them?
want him to have him on the show too. He know a lot of things, and I'm trying to get it hooked up so we all can be like KZ.
So when,
looking
so
for a
when I
house,
told
too.
y'all, this dude like is a jack of all trades, like you hear like it's just one thing after another just keep rolling off. Like I'm telling you. So yeah, house hunters.
So I just sent the link. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
I'm about to
No.
put it in the
Yeah,
comments.
it's in the private
It's in
chat.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I told you I don't know how to do this stuff, so don't.
Yeah, bro, you didn't share it with the group.
Take care, Chief
okay.
Pacelli.
We'll
If you're
get
heading
it over
out.
there.
Tell you-
We love you too.
Yeah, y'all put it in the group. Put it in the real group.
They
I
got
The
put it in
real
the
group.
It's in there. So it hit on YouTube and it hit on our Facebook page. So remember, subscribe to the YouTube channel. So shameless plug, but yeah, go ahead and make that happen. Go ahead, let us know about that House Hunters episode.
So
What
House
was
Hunters
going on?
was something that man, House Hunters was a blessing. Honestly, it was a blessing, man. It was one of those things where when you work hard for something, man, and it finally comes, you embrace it. But there are certain times that you don't expect things to reach the levels that you thought they would reach. Like I don't know if y'all really believe in a higher power, but I do. So
Yeah.
therefore, it was like for me, it was a blessing. I had no clue that I was getting ready to like jump on live television. I had no clue. I met my realtor probably like 2 years before I bought my house.
Mhm.
And you know, I had been doing comedy. Everybody knew me. I was starting to, you know, become, I guess, like Facebook famous or whatever it may be. But for me, I have to give the gab. Like I speak to people. I talk to them all the time. So I knew so many people that I didn't even realize how many people I knew that had connects. So my realtor calls me and she like, look, man, you gonna buy this house or what? And I'm like, like, you know what, man, let's dig at it. Let's dig at it. So we start looking for this house, right? And she hits me up and she says, hey, I have bad news. I said, what's the bad news? She said, I can no longer be your realtor. I said, that just sucks. Why you can't be my realtor no more? She said, because you got the house. I said, oh, really? She said, no, but I can't give you the house yet because I want to show you 3 more houses because you're going to be in an episode of House Hunters. I was like, LG TV? House Hunters? She's like, yeah. I like, damn,
LG TV?
No, he said HGTV.
No, he said LG TV. He said LG.
I said HGTV House Hunters? She was like, yeah. I was like, man, I got to go see if I can like take leave because I wanted to trim my beard. You know, be on TV. I can't be out here looking all fresh, baby.
Hey, you need a new outfit. You got to put on.
I went to JC Penney. Hey, so I'm lying. I went to Walmart because I'm cheap as shit. So I went to Walmart.
Frugal.
You know, I got me some Dockers, and I was good. But no, man, she linked it up. She was the #1 realtor at what is it? Something May Realty or something like that. I can't remember what the name of her realtor station was, but she's #1 realtor at her company. Okay. And then she called me and she was like, hey, they're gonna be connecting to you. They're gonna be hitting you up. And it's funny because a week before that, I had just done a show, and my man Quincy Carr, give him a quick shout out, man. Quincy Carr, king of quality comedy out here in Hampton Roads. Quincy Carr had put me on the news like a week before to broadcast one of my DD 214 shows. Nice. So the news show hits, then all these people in the Navy are like, oh, you know, I go to the next, they like, yo, that's the dude. I'm like, nah, I got a twin brother, you know, but I get on the show, man, it hits, and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm actually on an episode of House Hunters. You know, it shocked me, you know, and once that happened, so many opportunities open up, man. Like when I tell you I love my naval career, I really do. I'm ready to retire. You know, I gotta make chief. Like that's my #1 goal. You know, hopefully that happens because I'm gonna ride that out, period. You know, but when I retire, I'm good. I'm gonna be good. And
when are you retiring?
So I'm at 18 years in right now.
Yay! You know, almost there.
So, you know, I'm almost there. But if I make chief, I mean, they're gonna have to deal with me for a while. You know, I'm gonna be here. You know, I mean, this is one of the greatest checks I can get. So if I can do 30, I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to deal with me. Tell your husband I'm in it for the long run. Okay?
Yeah, no, you know, he knows your name now. He just said you're a trip. Thank you, KG. So he knows your name. Well, his name is Nate Pierce, LS1 Pierce.
LS1 Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. If there's anybody deserving to be a chief, is you, man.
Man, I'm trying. Man.
I'm fighting. From the top, like,
man, it's going to be what it's going to be, man. We, you know.
Yeah.
So
I already know you gonna get it, bro.
Oh, sorry, Doc. But just from a recruiting perspective, I mean, you shine. Look at you. Sports, you got the pro bowling, entrepreneurship, you've got your your center. What is it called again? I forgot.
What the DD12? Oh, VIP events.
VIP
the VIP event center. Okay. On top of that, your passion comedy has become, you know, revenue, and you're a sailor on top of that. So, like, for a recruiting perspective, I mean,
professional bowler.
Amazing. Yeah, I said that. Professional bowler. Like, how does one become a professional bowler? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
People don't know it, but I went to the IA when I met Hines. I was on recruiting duty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a recruiter. I was a recruiter when I went IA, so that helped. all of that helped. Not to mention, I was driving this fire little Chrysler 300 on 22s, so
Oh,
you know,
Yeah, they wanted to hear that. Right.
I had the same thing, a Chrysler 300 on 22s. I really did. I'll show y'all a picture one day.
I have the
Yeah.
same thing. I have the same thing
But
that's sitting
now-
outside of my car.
I've
About driving.
upgraded.
So when you said that, I'm like,
She used to be.
you know what I'm saying? When you said
Yeah.
that, I'm like, oh yeah, mine neither. I got a cracked windshield that I should get fixed like a long time ago. But
Crack
you know what I'm saying?
windshield.
Yeah.
My radiator busted. Let me She hurting out there, bro. She hurting.
No, but that was like a blessing of things that I could get while I was in the military. So a 300. When I went to the dealership and they told me I could trade my Jeep Cherokee in for a 300, I called my wife right away. I'm not ashamed to say it. My wife runs the money in the family. If it was up to me, it was up to me. But if I ran the money in the family, we're probably living in a cardboard box down by the river. But you know what I'm saying? She definitely I called, I was like, hey, look, they got this 300. No, first I called my sister and was like, hey, listen, I need you to call Coco and say, hey, get your brother the Chrysler, let him have it. And she was like, okay, I called. So she called her first, and then I called, was like, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? They about to offer this 300. It's the price is great. We ain't got to worry about the payments being that high. Can I get it? And she was like, I guess. So she came down, she signed the paperwork for it. You know what I'm saying? It was like around like Father's Day 2. I got that 300. I've been rocking it ever since. My wife killed it with that. I was like, that's a bet. All
All right,
so-
y'all. I'm looking at the time, so I'm gonna get ready to head out. It's family pizza movie night every Friday night, so I gotta. Cause we're on keto, my husband and I. So I'm gonna make these.
Hold up. How you gonna eat a
cheese-
pizza? Hold up. How you gonna eat a
Yeah.
pizza?
How you eat
Wait a
pizza on
minute.
keto?
Wait
How
a
you gonna eat
minute.
pizza on keto?
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so every Friday night here in our household, we have a whole bunch of different traditions, and on Friday nights it's pizza movie night, right? We usually take turns choosing where we're gonna order pizza at, but since we're
Mhm.
doing keto, this is
Mhm.
what we're about to do.
Mhm.
Veronica's about to turn on the oven. I'm about to
Mhm.
get a whole bunch of cheese, plat it,
Mhm.
little areas around this cooking pan, and
Mhm.
then put a little bit, let that cheese melt. So it's going to be a flat roll almost, a whole bunch of them,
Mhm.
probably make about 6 of them. Throw a little bit of, I got this no sugar, whatever pizza sauce, put that on there, load it up with turkey, pepperoni, and then his regular pepperoni and some bacon and stuff for him. And that's it. It's going to be like a pizza cheese roll.
But no bread. Okay, I got you. All right. Okay.
That sounds delicious.
So-
That sounds like it's keto friendly.
It is. It is. So I'm going to head out and I'll make that right now. I would just want to say, KG, it was great meeting you for this short amount of time. And I look forward to seeing you around and seeing some more of your stuff. And I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. And thank you so much for your time. And Savage Squad, I love y'all and we'll catch up.
All right, V.
We love you
Peace.
too.
All right.
See
See
you.
ya. Have a good 4th.
You too.
Yeah.
Hey, are we
so-
ever gonna get True Blue unmuted, or he just?
I'm
Man.
trying to call him. He ain't even answering
Tell
his
that
phone.
Hey,
man.
he jumped up here to say he did. He jumped
He
up here
made
to
it
say he
big.
did.
Just to say he did it.
Right,
He
that's what he
made
did.
it big. Why he don't have a laptop though? That's what I'm
Bruh.
trying to figure out.
Yeah,
Right, he's in the Air Force. Didn't they give him a laptop boot camp?
Give him one.
Savage.
Give him one.
Yeah, they give him one in boot camp. They use them all the time in boot camp in the Air Force, don't they?
Hey,
He's still trying to log in with
his
Boost Mobile.
He ain't even answer his phone. I don't know how he online and not answer his phone.
Hey, bro, you gotta unmute that because they going in on you.
Oh,
I'm talking about True Blue.
oh, look, man, listen. I don't know what he's doing right now. I have no clue. Like I done called him. Charlie was picking up his daughter, so he was like he couldn't log in at the time.
Okay, all right.
But nah, man, it's been a blessing, man. It's really been a blessing for everything that we've been doing, man. This DD Tour 14 thing took off. Charlie and Shay they went to high school together. So,
Okay.
when I met Charlie, kind of real funny story. I wish they would have got on because I could have really told it. But
You know what?
Charlie didn't like
Don't tell the
Shay.
story.
I
Don't tell the
won't.
story.
I won't. I won't.
What we
You know
wanna
what?
do?
I won't.
You know what I
Save
do?
it for the next time.
I want
Yeah.
to see if it's not next week or if it can be the week after that. If we can have all three of y'all on at the same time.
Man, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect.
Then either next week
Do
or the
you-
week after, if we can have all three of y'all on at the same time, and y'all can, we can do our thing that way, and then see if we can have.
Man, that's gonna be a blast.
You know,
you
You know what would be good, Jay?
What up?
So if we could, I'm not sure. We do have a couple in the running for this next week, But if we could talk to True Blue and maybe get him on before we get all three
Get him
on,
on first. Yeah, get him
so
on
that
first.
way we can showcase him, you know, the same way we did the other two guys. You know what I mean?
Yep, we could do that. I don't know if we have anybody for next week yet. So
Tell True Blue to
if
see
you
if
can hit
it's-
us for next week, we
yeah.
can do
I
that.
don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna link him. I'm eventually he'll answer his phone. Eventually.
eventually.
Yeah.
He's still trying to get on here right now. That's what it is.
I might be messing up with my phone calls. That's probably what it is. Yeah,
Hey,
'cause
tell him he can never, ever joke on you after trying to get up here 5 times
Boy,
and
you
be
know,
muted. Right. He
I
can't,
mean-
he can't do that no more.
Also,
I'm
tell him
going in tonight.
he can't have Boost Mobile and still and try to be on the phone and get on here. It's not gonna work.
Right?
Sorry.
Put that man on cricket.
Hey, not
That's my
Boost.
guy,
He hit
man.
him with the
Hey,
yeah.
for real talk, man. I really like what y'all doing, man. I hadn't heard of it. I hadn't heard of the Savage Squad, man. But I know when Hines hit me up. Actually, Charlie hit me up when he came on,
Okay.
and you know, I was busy with a couple of things I had going on, and I told him I was like, man, I'm gonna try to catch it if I can. And he was kind of like, you know, telling me, you know, the experience that he had. And I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. And then he told me you were running it. And I was like, well, I know, bro. I was like, yeah. I was like, we go. He said, yeah. He told me you know him. I said, okay, cool. And small world, you know, well, you know, Big Navy is the small Navy because here you are in the office working with a guy that I put in the Navy and that I worked for, you know, when I was a
Right.
recruiter. You know,
So yeah, he worked with Chief Cron. Chief Cron.
Really?
I'm not sure exactly where he is now.
Put
but he was
Chief
at the
Cron in the
military.
Navy.
yeah,
No.
Oh, I'm
He put in-
Him
So there's
when he was-
there was a CS1. I think he's a NC1. Yeah, he's an NC1 Schofield now.
Schofield, Tadeo
Schofield.
Schofield.
Out of Memphis,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
put
he
him in the Navy.
Memphis.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
put him in the Navy. And,
And Schofield
that's
is the
really-
NC now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. NC1 at that.
NC1, right?
So what happened is, what I'm saying is he is the same rank as me. So we need to figure out, you know what, Bougie, one more time. Tell your husband, you know,
I got you.
I'm in there.
Nate Ellis on Nate Pierce. Got it.
Oh, hold on.
LS
Don't forget about NC1 Kilgore. You know, we got to put that in
Yeah,
there too.
no.
You know what I'm
Everyone.
saying? Hey,
Whole
'cause-
Savage Squad.
I'm
Yeah,
a new NC1. Plus, I got hometown. So yeah, Chief.
Hey, but for real, I'm trying to make it my damn self. So
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, with Mo, you know, Mo was in the depth pool at another station when I started recruiting. And now he at NC1. We both NC1s
Wow.
at the same time.
Hey,
So-
it happens, man. It
Yeah.
happens.
that's awesome.
He's a beast though,
Yeah.
so you can't. I can't say that I'm hating on him because he's a beast. But it has been an hour and 35 minutes. My wife just came through here, so I
Gotcha.
know it's time to end the squad. But
So-
but we're happy. We're so happy that you came on.
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
it's been a blast. Everything that you do, all the stuff like that. So like we said before, me and Doc said before, when you come to Charlotte, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, we
try
got
to
to
hook up.
talk
We gotta
offline.
talk about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to
Are you
talk
coming
offline.
to New Orleans?
You know what? We
I
can
just want
make
to
that
ask you on live television. Are you coming to New Orleans?
You know what? Here's the crazy part. I actually, well, before COVID, of course, New Orleans is one of my like sweep through spots. So definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's easy. I was just down in I was in what part of Mississippi is that? Is right where the
Gulfport.
CPs are.
Gulfport.
Go for
Not
it.
Gulfport. I was in Gulfport too. I can't think of the name of it. But I was just down there near the water.
Is it Stennis?
Stennis. I was on
Stennis?
Stennis. Yeah, I was on Stennis base. That's where I
Okay.
trained. Yeah. So yeah.
That's
I
where
got-
that's where my husband worked.
Oh, what?
See?
Yeah,
So,
See how them
all
connections?
right.
Small world. You see how they pop
Here's
up?
what's happening. Here's
Small
what's
world.
happening. Senior Levy, he's watching right now, Levy. He's watching right now. He's from New Orleans. We
Okay.
got Senior Kelly from New Orleans. We got
All right.
me down here. So we will definitely promote you if you come through.
I surely appreciate
Very
it.
true.
I surely appreciate it. That's
Very
big.
true.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
So definitely, I can. We'll definitely try to put some towards New Orleans also. That'll work. Definitely.
So, like I said, we've been on here for a long time.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Chief Fertelli.
You know what I'm saying?
Rick-
And the fans out here love they talking. You know, we're
Thanks.
gonna be out there. So, like I said, we're gonna get your boy on True Blue. Got to get him out for cricket, and then we're gonna then we're gonna have all three of y'all
Yeah.
on. and we're gonna have a blast. So we're gonna definitely try to make it. We're not gonna try. We're definitely gonna.
Oh yeah,
make this
we're gonna
happen.
make. Yeah, that's gonna be a
We're
good
make it
show.
happen. It's gonna be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody look out for it. We're gonna promote it. We're gonna put it out there. IG, Facebook, YouTube. We're gonna put it out there so everybody can hit this. We might get that might be like a mini DD214 tour right here on the blast.
It's gonna be great promotion.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Bougie.
You know
It's
what? We got to improvise,
Slidell. It
adapt,
was
and
Slidell,
overcome.
Louisiana.
Oh, that's where I'm at right now, Slidell.
That's where I was. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey
Yeah,
KG, do you have before we log off? Do you have anything for like? Do you have any words of encouragement for anybody who is thinking about pursuing comedy?
My biggest thing that I can encourage anybody to do, man, is just follow your heart, man. One of the biggest things I always told my junior sailors and I told my deppers and everything is you got to put something into it to get something out of it. You know, don't expect anything for free. You know, quick sermon because my dad's a preacher. Most people when you've been moving, you come to that fork in the road. And a lot of people get to that fork in the road and they figure, okay, I got to try one of these roads, period. You know, I got to go down here and see how that works. So I got to go down there to see how that works. But I tell people, do yourself a favor. If you've already done what you feel like you were supposed to accomplish in life and you're still moving forward, when you come to that fork in the road, just stop for a minute and just sit there because maybe that's where you're supposed to be, you know? So just keep on striving, man. Keep doing what it is that like you feel like is good for you. Don't let anyone deter you. Don't let these riots get the best of you. Don't let this BLM stuff get the best of you. Don't let this COVID get the best of you. Keep looking in that mirror every morning. Pay attention to that person first. Because in order for you to succeed, the only thing that you gotta take care of is that person in the mirror. If you don't take care of that person, you can't help the next. So that's my encouragement to everybody, man. I pray y'all keep moving. Pray y'all keep moving forward. If God blesses me, man, I'll make it to the top. Trust me, Savage Squad, man. Y'all gonna be a part of it. I guarantee it.
Appreciate that, bro. I already know.
So much.
Yeah. And then that's not gonna say after that. There's nothing else to say after that. That was great. That was great. So Savage Squad. Can you tell True Blue to stop coming in? We're done. We're not doing it. It's over.
I'm finna call him, man.
It's over. It's a done deal.
Definitely call him, man. I'm gonna hit you up. Just tell him if he's interested in jumping on this next week. That we'd love to have him on the show, man.
I got y'all, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Salute to y'all guys, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Yeah,
Right back to you, bro.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yep.
Thank you.
Savage Squad is out. Make sure y'all check us out next weekend. No, next Friday. 5:30 Central and 6:30 Eastern. Make sure y'all check us out. We out here. Now, I'm sorry it took so long, but when you're having fun with a guest, things happen. We'll go a little bit over time. We know we're gonna go 40 minutes over time, but we go a little bit over time. So we say
y'all like that drinking anyway. So we're glad y'all stayed tuned while we were, chopping it up.
Right. So
hey,
Bougie, Doc, have a good one. We always talk all the time. Everybody out there, world, have a good one, have a blessed one, and we out.